day. It's Wednesday. I hope you are creating and putting goodness out into the world. And that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today in business, in the way that you're showing up, in the way that people see you, in the things that you want to create, and how you want to get those into the hands of your potential clients, actual clients, people that mean the most to you. So when I sit down in the morning, after I meditate, after I exercise, after I do all the things I need to do, before my little guy gets up for school, when my butt hits the seat, I think about the double D's. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Kathy. So glad you're here. What are the double D's? Now, get your mind out of the gutter. Double D's. The double D stands for desire and then delivery. Those are the two questions that I answer very first thing in the morning before I open my mouth, before I speak to anyone in business, before I put out any content, write anything, blog anything, answer any emails. What is my double D for the day? Well, let me explain. I was in Brendan Burchard's mastermind. When was that? 2017. Some of y'all know Brendan, online marketing, high performance. And I was so freaking nervous because I was just getting started in the online space. Like I was a newbie. I was a rookie. I had no idea what I was doing, which is all the more reason why I leapt to be in a high level mastermind. And I was sitting next to a guy and he was a New York Times best-selling author. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. And I was sharing that with him. And the first question that he asked me was why? And I'm like, what do you mean why? I'm like, I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. Like, are you kidding me? That designation, that title. And he's like, but why? Like, why do you want that designation? Why do you want that title? And I'm like, because I want to get my book in the hands of a lot of people. I want to spread my message. I want to get it out there. I want people to realize that this path that they think is set for them is not the only way. And it's okay to pivot and it's okay to change. And I want to get the message out to the masses. And he said to me, well, do you need to be a New York Times best-selling author to do that? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And that was a huge flip for me in my desire was not what I thought it originally was. I thought the desire was to be a New York Times bestselling author. The desire, that was just the label and the title. The actual desire was to get my message out to a lot of people. And there's so many different vehicles that you can do that. The delivery then at the time was through a book. So what do I desire? And then the delivery, how am I going to do that? What is going to be the method or the means that I go and now spread this message? But it starts with the desire. And sometimes what you think you want or you think the end goal is not actually what you wanted in the beginning. Same thing happened to me when I got into the speaking world. I was like, ooh, I want to get in the speaker circuit. I want to travel all around the world. I want to speak on stages. I want to be known in the personal development space. I want to be known in the online business space. I want to get in with the Brendans and the Bows and the Marie Forleos and the Amy Porterfields and the Rachel Hollises. And I want to be a name. And then I unpacked it. And I went, what is my desire? What is my delivery? Those double D's. And I realized that if I was going to step into that, if I was going to work my butt off to get into that speaker circuit, what was that going to look like in my life? Now, we have a 6-year-old. At the time when I was contemplating all of this, he was like 4, 5, like just starting kindergarten, just starting preschool. And I unpacked it and I thought, actually, that is not what I want because of what my life would look like. If I were in that speaker circuit, I would be jet lagged, traveling the world, missing time with my little guy, missing time with my family. Yeah, I would be chasing the dream and making things happen, but there would be sacrifice that came with that. So that's where the delivery is so important, because maybe then you get the desire, but when you think about the delivery, I want you to start thinking about what kind of impact is that going to have in your life. And that changed everything for me again, because I went, okay, my desire is to get in front of people. My desire is to be known internationally. My desire is to speak internationally. But then the delivery, do I need to do that by getting in the speaker circuit? No. I can be in best-selling books. I can do webinars. I can do online things with my kiddos at school, right? I can use the online platform to maximize that. So that desire and that delivery, those double D's, is a framework that I use for every decision-making process that I have to do in my business. The D and the D for every time I have to say yes or no. What am I going to create? What am I going to build? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? It always goes back to those two pieces. And I want you to start using that in your business and even in your life. If you're tuning into this live video and you're like, Lisa, I'm not an entrepreneur. Lisa, I'm not in business. That's okay. Relate that to your life. What is it that you really desire? And then how are you going to go get that? What's going to be the delivery? What's going to be the way that you do that? And analyze what kind of toll, good or bad, that's going to have in your life. Now, I want to talk about the Burn to Rise program, because I've been getting a lot of questions about this 21-day sprint that is launching February 3rd. So I wrote them down, top 3 questions. First one, I can't add anything new. Oh my God. I don't have time. I can't add anything new. It's not new. And it's all the more reason, if you're feeling that way, to be in this Burn to Rise program, because it's looking at, it's analyzing where you're spending your time, how you're reaching out to people, the way you're communicating, the assets that you have in business, pretty much how you set up and align your entire day. It looks at your ins and outs. It is an accelerant. It is a boost to make things better. When you go through the Burn to Rise program, you're actually probably going to be stripping away a lot of the things that you think you need to do that you actually don't need to be doing at all in business. The way you're going to look at that double D, you're going to look at your desires and you're going to look at your delivery and go, is this giving me the output that I want? Is this giving me the income that I want? So all the more reason, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like you can't add anything else to your plate, all the more reason why you get in there, because we're going to strip stuff away. Second thing, what's the commitment? Well, let's talk about that for a second. There's this thing going on in the world I want you to think about are you consuming or are you creating? I had a meeting today with my friend Janet, podcaster, friend, money mindset coach, and we were talking about this today, about how many times do people consume, read, watch, listen, go, but then don't actually take any action to contribute, to create. The goodness comes back to you, as you know, law of attraction, universal. When you are putting out the best of you, even if it's mucky and messy and discombobulated and crazy, if that is the best of what you got right now, but you are taking action and putting something out, something's good is going to come back to you. You don't know that you're on the wrong path until you take those steps and go, oh shit, I'm on the wrong freaking path. So Burn to Rise is a way to get you aligned back on the right path. And that is through taking action. So every day, yes, 20 minutes a day, every day you will be consuming something, but then there's a workbook. You will be going and doing some work for 20 minutes in your business. If you don't have 20 minutes to work in your business, you're sunk. You can't just be consuming. You must be contributing. You must be working. And it's all for you in your business, not for others. That's why I kind of geek out about this Burn Your Eyes program, because my husband and I are in the content and digital space, meaning we build courses, memberships, lead magnets, Facebook ads for other people. But this is my brainchild. This is my business baby. And I'm so excited about it because it's all the gaps and traps that I was stuck in when I was struggling, when I was misaligned. That's why I say messy, mucky, just how you are. That's how I want you to show up. And that's that last thing that most people are saying to me is, what if I'm just starting out in business? What if I don't even know anything? Oh my God, all the more reason why you should be in there, because I am fast tracking 10 years, a decade. I am fast tracking a decade of learning with the best and helping you navigate and get around those roadblocks and those traps that I got into. That question that a good mentor challenges you and says, but what next? But what next? I used to be an ICU nurse before I played in this land, and that was what my mentor always taught me. When we do that, what can we now expect to see now? We give that medication, we start this treatment. What should we expect to see next? And that's what I want for you. I want you to be that one step ahead. But again, you don't know what that is until you've fallen flat on your face a handful of times, more than a handful of times. And that's what's happened with me. Eric always gives me crap because he says, babe, you don't tell people about the authority, and you don't tell people who you've studied with and what you've done. Brendan Burchard, Bo Eason, Roger Love, Mel Abraham, Vito Lafata, Marie Forleo, like everything about the online world. I'm just a nerd about consuming, and it's blending all of that together so that you are that one step ahead is where I want you to be. So all the more reason why you got to jump in there. And it's only 79 bucks. That's it. Like when we build these assets one-to-one with our clients, it's around the 5, 10, 15, 20K mark. This is the way that I can do it in a community, in a group, you know, cheap and cheerful, really, to get you in there and get you what you need to change the entire trajectory of your year. So it doesn't matter whether you are a solopreneur, a small business, a network marketer, a side hustler, a full-time entrepreneur. Remember, it's not anything new. Well, it will be new to you, but it's not anything new or extra that you now need to go master or figure out or spend a lot of time. I don't want you doing a complete 360. I just want that little 10, 20 degree, just little tilt for you. That's the kind of perspective that I'm trying to give you. It's not that you're completely off path or off track. If you are, we'll get you back on. But most people, it's like just a little tilt. And that's what I want to give you. So I got 15, 5 spots are taken. 5 or 6, maybe it's 6. I don't remember, 5 or 6 spots are taken. Got 20 people in there that I want. I think it's 15. So I got 5 spots that are taken, 15 spots open. Is that you? Is that you? 21-day sprint. How much your business and your life is going to change when we're looking at those desires match with those deliverables. Matching that intention. Matching it in the business, matching it in the space. I want to see you in there. www.burn2rise.com. Let's play. I'm ready to go. I hope you are too. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah. I love you, and I'll see you soon.